On tonight's episode, Middle Ground with JLE L.L.C, where we treat you like family. That's the theme song, Detroit Love, off my first album, The JLE Experience. Another great guest for you in this early season 12. We have Essentials of Excellence Academy Executive Director, Beverly Manley. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you for having me on.
I appreciate you sharing your story. First
No.
question, what led you to this path?
Okay, so I believe what led me to this path is when I was, I'm a Detroit Public School, product of Detroit Public Schools. And so I felt that I didn't get the assistance that I needed to be a fluent reader. So I struggled with reading myself. And fast forward to when I started going to college. Maybe back in, well, I started as soon as I left high school.
Mm-hmm.
Then I quit for a while, and then I had kids, and then I went back in 1998. And so another thing, I started needing assistance with helping with selecting classes, financial aid, and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get the support that I needed. So fast forward to 2016, I started working in a public high school district.
Okay.
And I noticed a lot of children were failing.
Mm.
And so my job was a college career counselor, but of course you get in there, you start seeing other things that need the issues going on. So what I did was I started noticing, I'm like, all of these children are failing, but why? So I started doing some investigating, and I learned that these students, some of them didn't know how to read.
Ooh.
And so they were in high school. And so, when you don't know how to read, you just start acting out and doing all other kind of things that distract you. And so I started taking a lot of those students under my wing, and I would bring them to my office. And I started, the ones that would allow me to, I would help them to learn how to read.
Okay.
And so after that, like I said, being a career counselor, that was like the side job. And then the other job was pointing students towards their careers. So in the high school, the counselors are the ones, and we had a special counselor to help them with their college applications and applying for college. And however, it wasn't enough. The person that was doing it needed more help, so I started helping on my own.
Okay,
So,
wow.
Students with college applications and financial aid and everything else that I was doing with my job description. So I decided once I retire, I would create a program that could help students and teach them how to read, elementary students, and to help students with going to college and financial aid and selecting classes and careers.
Awesome. And that's the company you have now, right?
Yes. Essentials of Academy, yes.
So what is it and what are the services offered?
Well, what we offer is that we offer to teach third graders how to read, trying to prepare them for the M-STEP test, second graders for the M-STEP test, because I'm not sure if you know that the students who fail the M-STEP test, that they build prisons on that data.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they send our little boys to prison, thinking that those kids are going to be dropouts. So, so it's called a student to prison pipeline.
Wow.
And so that really pushed me because it's not that the students are not able to learn. It's just that they need more support. And
Hmm.
I believe with myself, and my organization, that we and with the parents support that we can get these kids prepared for that M-step test.
Yeah, because if you can't read, your
I
options are limited. You're gonna be frustrated. You're gonna turn to the streets.
Absolutely. So that's and then what we do too, like I said, we have I help the high school students and even students beyond high school.
Hmm.
I help them with financial aid, and I help them with applying for college. And I also help with students getting jobs. I had built a lot of connections in my previous job,
Hmm.
so we have put connections to a lot of different hospitals because I used to select the students for our nursing program at the high school.
Okay,
And so we had a lot of partners. And so when the students graduate from our PCT program, we would have them and go to start working at a hospital. So,
okay,
but yeah, set them up with interviews and stuff. They had a direct connection to hospitals and a direct connection to going to a certain college.
that's awesome.
Yes.
Now, do you work with local churches in the Southfield, Michigan area?
Well, right now, I have not been working with local churches.
Okay,
Actually, it's been more of word of mouth. I
okay.
would to collaborate with churches, schools, whoever would have me, so we can work together to make sure our students can read and be able to have a great career.
Yeah, I do remember a year before COVID, they were saying in the Metro Detroit area, people, even adults, reading level was very low. Like
Absolutely.
that. Like, how can that be? There's the resources are available if you want to get help. Is it,
Not necessarily.
it's not.
Not necessarily. It's easier said than done. No,
Wow.
it's not. When you, first of all, it's that stigma. If you don't know how to read, people are ashamed. I had students that would come to me and I knew they didn't know how to read, and I would ask them, I'd be like, come and read this sentence for me or whatever, this paragraph.
Mhm.
They would just run out my office or never
Oh,
come.
no.
Yeah, so they're ashamed of not knowing. So it may be some resources out there that they can get some help, but it's not common for somebody to be like, help me. I need to learn how to read. You know,
Yeah.
they really have to humble themselves to be able to get that support.
And people they might know can be don't mean to be cruel, but the jokes they saying really cut deep.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, like I said, a lot of kids be winging it out there. You know, just barely making it, and won't improve their life because they think that they all they have in themselves is to work at a minimum wage job. You know, not realizing they can. It doesn't matter what age you are, that you can improve your life. With skills, reading skills, comprehension, all of those things.
Now, the people that have come to you, what's been a rough data of where people go? They get better, they go to college, or
Absolutely. So when it comes to reading, I had actually, because I just retired
okay,
from in June, so I did a pilot 2022 of three students that I had that I was tutoring to teach them how to
mhm,
read. Uh, they did very well. The students, they with parent support, it can be so much better. Um, I know one of my students, and they wasn't really coming on a regular basis, but they were doing their best.
okay,
And um, she went up to like two reading levels, and
awesome,
she So, but she didn't live in my area. So like I referred her to someone else that was closer to her area. But yeah, it was only like I think it was like 6 to 8 weeks. How it don't take a lot. It don't take a long time.
Hmm.
It takes, consistency. Two of these students, they were going into the fourth grade. They wasn't even reading kindergarten sight words.
Wow.
So yeah, and then one of them, they want to say that they're special ed, and so they put these labels on these students,
Yeah, they might not be.
think they were a special ed student. And so because once we started working together, she was doing great. And so I just think it takes, like I said, a little hard work, consistency, and parent support. Whatever a student is learning from school, the parent needs to reinforce it at home. The
That's
teacher
true.
do everything. The teacher has 15 to 45 students in the class,
Hmm.
you know. So, and then we get these students that fall behind. The teacher have these other students that's keeping up. So what happens to the ones that's falling behind? You know, and my recommendation, especially for elementary school, is to have a teacher's assistant. So when the student is falling behind, because a lot of times these students are not great in attendance either. So when they're falling behind, the assistant can help. The teacher's assistant can help those students, and while the teacher can keep going with the students that's keeping up.
Yeah, I remember a guest back in eighth grade. I think it was 91, 92. She had switched up the desk and she put like maybe eight of us to one side of the room. And we're like, we do something wrong? And she put everybody else where they were. Like, I'm not trying to single no one out because I got to help y'all. These people are ready for high school level reading and all that.
Hmm.
I got to help get you guys up. And we like, well, we're going to help too. These are people. Well, what we need to do? Well, y'all can go to that table, help. Like, hey, we all gonna come up. Ain't no separation up here, man. We ain't doing that. We
Absolutely.
all worked together before we graduated. Everybody was for high school level reading, whatever they needed.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So with my high school students and the students that's already graduated, I
Hmm.
have that have already uh, they're working, they're going to college for nursing and
Awesome.
whatever else they want to do. So I stay in contact with my students, and
Hmm.
so usually they reach out to me when they need additional help. So I have more success with them because I've been working with them longer, but making sure that they get the assistance that they need to be successful in this world. That is my goal.
Okay. Now, when I was going through your page, I saw you had posted about a GoFundMe
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
Hmm.
I reposted on my page to hopefully make put my eyeballs and more help with that.
I appreciate that.
Your
Thank you.
goal for 25 students to bus them there and back to get the help.
Yes. Thank you. I
Oh, no
appreciate
problem. That's a good cause. And anybody, I got over $1,200 connections. Y'all got some resources. It's on my LinkedIn page. Go check it out. See what you can do. Help out.
it. Okay. That's
Great
awesome.
cause.
Hmm.
I use your platform, man. If you rocking with me, rock with me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. We need to work together to be able to try to, you know, be successful in whatever we're trying to do. This journey, it can be challenging to try to get the support that you need to try to for operations and all of those
Hmm.
things. So absolutely, I appreciate
Some
that.
people I went to school with became teachers, and I would hear those stories. they had to put their own budget to the side to go get supplies for the young kids because some might not have a book bag or the pen or paper or whatever they need. Because
Oh,
the budgets don't have extra money to cover everything like it used to.
that's right. When I was in high school, I did all of those. I bought clothes. We bought food. We took food to families. We collaborated as a as a unit to support our students,
Mm-hmm.
the teachers. We put money together. We did things where we helped change people names that needed help with that. Like it was so much. It's huge, and the teachers have to go above and beyond, and they do always go into their own funds, private funds, to support the students any way you can, because it's a lot of needs. It's a lot of homelessness.
Wow.
We've helped people to get into homes. I work with a lot of different people to help with all of those different things. We have a lot of homelessness in the community when it comes to the high school students.
I know I experienced that at Wayne State before I graduated and got another job. In the student center building, they had a certain area in the basement where they had like camping stuff. And the supervisor, I knew that was over the building. Like, hey, what's with all that camping stuff? So like, some of the students are homeless, so they let them come in and sleep here. That's why the building's 24 hours now. I'm like, what? I'm like,
Mhm.
this a thing? Then you start hearing about the food pantries. Then I started reading about before COVID, a lot of colleges were having them where kids go get what they need. I'm like, this is crazy. We need to be doing something in this country about that.
Absolutely. In my opinion, I believe what happened is that the when it was that thing going on with drugs and the crack epidemic. I believe that the parents, these are my students are
Oh yeah.
they're the children of the parents who are crack babies, and so
Forgot
it
about
really a lot with the community on enabling them to be as successful as I think they can. So it was really a tragedy that crack epidemic took place because it affected
that.
so
Hmm.
many. And so just trying to get yourself together and your family after all of that, because a lot of people lost so much. And now the students, they have to work, a lot of them, even without the parents being on crack or whatever, they have to work to make ends meet. So I had students that would come into the school and they're so tired they're sleeping through class. They're barely making it. And so it, like I said, it's just so many components to the need of the students in school. you know
And then you might have to be a pastor, a therapist.
oh yeah, we was the
My
we
superheroes, man. Shout out to teachers.
yeah, we were all of that. Hmm. Therapists, parents, like I said, buying clothes, buying shoes, buying out, paying for. We had prom tickets, paying for prom dresses, all kind of things.
Now,
Suits.
after COVID, did you see how were their mental psyches in dealing with
Oh my
not being
God.
isolated no more? Were they able to somewhat get back to normal, or it was like, okay, we still gotta bring you back?
It that was so tremendous. It was so difficult. I had students calling me to telling me, Miss Manley, I can't do this. I can't do this online thing. I need to go back. It was terrible. We lost a lot of students, and I've heard about, not in our district, in
Mhm.
several districts, even in college, a lot of students didn't want to go back to school. They didn't finish. They end up, some of them just taking a GED because they couldn't deal with it. It really messed with their mental.
Wow.
They were scared. They seen family members dying. Um, COVID was really, I mean, like I said, when we went back, we had lost over 500 students.
Wow.
A lot of students went online. It was, I am really glad that's over with, trying to build this back up. And like you said, the students not able to read already. So they really fell behind because a lot of parents don't even know how to help. And then a lot of the students didn't know anything about electronics.
Yeah, I hear them stories on social media that.
Yeah. So they just got a Chromebook. They just here. And okay, now you got to get online. You got to figure this thing out. And
Mm-hmm.
idea. They should have been prepared for this. Public schools are so far behind
Wow.
in teaching the kids about being online and all of those things, working on Chromebooks, So it was really sad to see all of that. I was glad I was actually glad when we went back into the buildings. I had to talk a lot of parents into bringing their kids back. They were scared, but they were failing online. But
Yeah.
they trusted me and they worked out and they came back, so.
Yeah, a lot of issues that were just don't worry about it. We'll figure it out one day. COVID said that day's today.
Absolutely.
And everybody had to start figuring it out. Some
It,
people I knew who didn't deal with technology. How do you work this? Like, well, I don't know. YouTube know, or someone you might know in that field. They got everything on there. Teach you how to do it step by step.
yeah. I was looking at another interview and this young lady was saying how it really exposed the school districts, the educational system.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I totally agree because when I believe the good Lord sent me in there because that was my second career. And he wanted to show me what was going on in there. And it just broke my heart, just trying to help.
Hmm.
I ended up creating a program for young ladies. And this program was called Young Women with Purpose. And so I mentor young ladies. Started off volunteering the first year. And I put it in the middle school and then I put it in the elementary school
Okay.
of the whole district. And just trying to figure out how to reach these kids, and that's the thing. And that's what I believe we have to put our resources in elementary students because if we can get it right and teach them how to read, we can prepare them for middle school.
Hmm.
Middle school wouldn't struggle so much, and then we put the funds back into the high school and try to prepare them for college because those students leaving out the high school is not prepared for college
Yep. Or go to trade school. They make good living too.
or go to trade school, but a lot of them is not prepared for any of those things
Yeah, you
because
gotta be prepared.
it's something about this generation. It's like an entitlement thing. So you
Yeah,
know,
and yeah, there's a good percent that it ain't gonna
yeah.
be done in 2 minutes. Like, no,
Hmm.
it take a minute. What? Yeah, anything that's gonna be awesome, you gotta get it out the mud, put some work behind it,
Yes.
and once you do, it's gonna drive like Ferrari. You
Hmm.
did all the steps. You can't skip them.
Yeah, that is true.
Now, what is the role of the executive director? Someone might want to take this path.
Well, the role is to make sure oversee the whole organization,
Okay.
making sure you have the board members in place, making sure you have staff in place, making sure everything is running smoothly. Um, Hoping to one day be able to hire many people that can help finish creating this organization. And
Mhm.
but for now, it's just me and just um, I do everything from running social media
And
to
that building
so
it from the ground up. I understand.
yeah, exactly. But however, I have faith
Hmm.
that it'll be okay.
Oh yeah, your Avengers will be coming soon.
Amen.
Just like mine. My biggest thing would be to let go.
Yeah, exactly.
First, they got it.
Yes.
Well, we reached the point to promote and market what you got going on. Floor is yours.
Okay. Well, Essentials of Excellence Academy is an organization that would love to help your student learn how to read and comprehend. I also can help with elementary math, and we do also mentor students. A lot of times, some students in high school don't know what path to take. So what we do is we have conversations with these students to help point them in the right direction, to help them figure out what they want to do, not select anything for them, but teach them how to fish for themselves, how to think about what they're good at, and let them know that it's okay if you don't know right now. So we help with the financial aid if you need help with financial aid for your child, and we help with college applications. So if you would like help for your students, just contact us at eeatutoring.org, and we're on the website there, and you can set an appointment up with us and with me, and we can go from there. I'm on Facebook at EEA. I'm on Instagram at Essentials of Excellence, all one word. Yep, and LinkedIn. So we do accept donations. We're trying to be able to prepare for this summer and after school to help students learn how to read.
Anything else you got going on?
No, just donations, donations, donations. That would help me a lot. I'm working on creating a vehicle where I can go to students' homes. A lot of students don't have transportation, and I want to create a vehicle that would have uh, like a little office inside of it where I can have this park in front of the students' home that I have cameras in it, and I can tutor them in front of their own homes. So that is my go-to. I'm raising money for that as well.
I'm in agreement with you. In the name of Jesus, you will have it soon.
Amen.
Yeah,
Thank
no problem. You're doing a good work.
I thank God because it's all him. He deserve it, all the glory, you know, that he put this purpose inside.
And the reason I'm doing this because this wasn't none of my plans.
Like that, right?
I'm trying to do music only. Like, what are we talking about interviewing people? What is that? I'm
Yeah.
introvert. I don't like people. You gotta talk to strangers. Well, you know what you're doing.
Yes, yes.
Next question. What has been your biggest challenge on your journey?
Well, I guess I answered that already, and that's
Money?
donate, um, getting support in funding this organization. A nonprofit is bigger than what you can even think of. All of the things that you have to do to stay in appliance with the government,
Okay.
it's a lot of work. So being in compliance with the government and just having a place where you can do your services, you know, they ask for so much. I'm a grant writer, so I write my own grants.
Okay.
A lot of things that they ask for, you have to have all of these things in place, a
Hmm.
location and all these things. A lot of times they don't even want to give you anything if you don't have all of those things in place. The websites, the links, all of these things you have to pay for. These things are, you know, so far my husband and I been funding it.
Okay.
So, I'm on to get to the point because now I'm retired. It can get a little tight with the funding. So just wanting to be able to keep, um, the options open for the students to be able to come to my office and to be able to to get what they need to succeed.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna follow you on Facebook and Instagram.
Great. Thank you.
I can keep trying to help get the word out, get more eyeballs to partner with you.
Thank you.
In your words, what has been your impact in the community?
The biggest impact, in my opinion, is um, helping those students go to the next level. Teaching those students whatever the tools they need to learn how to read, helping the high school students and the college students to continue to move forward with their journeys. That's been
Hmm.
in building the relationships. Relationships is so important.
True.
So just having that open relationship with my students has been really, really, really good. And I believe that I've impacted more high school students than I think anything positive impact.
Okay. And if you saw from yesterday episode, and I put up latest episode of the guest, I put on information website, that donation link in the description. So I put them on my platforms and people can see it and reach out.
That's awesome.
Gotta do my part. I mean, middle grounds. We're worldwide. Gotta help the people.
Oh yes, yep. I believe in serving. That's awesome.
Now we reach Yoda Game. Hope I made you comfortable, relaxed to reflect on the best advice possible to help somebody. What advice do you have for someone trying to find their purpose?
So I believe my advice for you who's trying to find your purpose, first you have to trust in God. God, that's who shows you your purpose. Building that relationship with God, and asking them to direct your path. You don't want to do anything unless it's God's will. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
I'm a faith person and I believe in Jesus Christ and the Trinity. I believe in all of those things. And I believe that I wouldn't be this far if it wasn't for the good Lord. I've had my struggles
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't have done this without him.
Same here.
So that's the only advice that I can give somebody about purpose, because purpose is usually is something that you're really good at and you do it without effort. I knew my purpose when I started working at the high school. I started volunteering. When you're doing something that you will do for free, I did it for free for a year. And
Mm-hmm.
crazy, God aligned everything up. As soon as I finished my master's degree, the job opening came. The description was exactly what my master's degree was about. And so I applied for the job and it was just, and I got it. And I thank God for that.
Nice.
So if I didn't have that job, I would have still continued to work with those students for free. And I love it. And I love working with students. So
I also saw you going for your doctorate too. How's that
yeah,
coming?
I am currently I'm working on my dissertation.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to be done 2024 really soon. So yes,
Doctor in the making.
amen.
That's gonna be awesome. And a few people that were former guests that went on and got their doctorate.
Amen.
I know you be just like them.
Amen.
This your first time doing a podcast?
Yes.
How did you like the experience?
I haven't done a podcast. I've done a podcast on my own. Like I have a podcast where I'm talking about health,
Okay.
but I had someone interview me. So yes, this is my first interview. And
And what's that last thing you said?
I said, and I appreciate that.
Okay. Well, did I live by the tagline where we treat you like family, make you feel comfortable?
Absolutely. I
Awesome.
enjoyed every minute of it.
Awesome. You're always welcome back. You got something going on, let me know. I can put you on so you can talk about it.
Okay. Sounds great.
Always down to collaborate. You gave some great advice and some information I did not know was going on. That is wow. We need more help with our people that's voted in to help out with this education thing.
Yes, we do.
That's a lot of people that can't read.
A lot of people cannot.
We gotta get that number down for real.
Yeah, we do. We do. Yep. Especially working with the young people. Like I said, if we can meet people where they are, if we can
Mhm.
catch them, if we can stop them, the students from going into the prisons, that's
Mhm.
student pipeline, you know, to me, that would be, I couldn't ask for anything else more because, um,
I,
that would save a lot of our young men.
I definitely agree. And if you need help, it's more strong to ask for the help than to be in darkness doing stuff you shouldn't be doing.
Absolutely.
Because ain't no women in prison, ain't no come and go as you please in prison, ain't nothing in prison.
Absolutely.
But people telling you what to do, if you don't listen, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
That ain't living.
That ain't living. You're right. I,
Well,
so,
I definitely want to thank Essentials of Excellence Academy, Executive Director, Grant Writer, Future Doctorate, Beverly Manley for sharing her journey, giving us great advice. Whoever listen, check out her website, eeatutoring.org. I'm going to put up the information and the links. I already posted about if you want to donate to her company to help out, help the kids, and help her get her mobile vehicle to tutor with cameras. Now, I expect to be seeing that post one day. You got all that stuff going.
amen. Thank
I
you.
hope you enjoy your night.
You too.
We'll finish all this. Hope everybody be safe this weekend. And then you'll see the clips in a little while because I'm going to take a break and come make some reels. I got 2 other episodes. But for the night out, you're going to see clips on LinkedIn because StreamYard does all that awesome stuff now.
Awesome. Okay.
I mean, if you want to share it, whatever, do what you do with it.
Okay. Awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you so
Also, if you can, if you go to my YouTube channel, Middle Ground JLE, subscribe to it. That'd be awesome.
much.
And you was about to say something before I interrupted, unfortunately?
No, I was just gonna say, if anybody want to join my crusade of trying to save our kids, they're more than welcome. Just contact. I would love to partner with some people that's willing to support this cause.
Absolutely. And until next time, everybody, enjoy the rest of your weekend.